The Met's next live and HD transmission is 2 weeks from today. A new production of Wagner's Der Fliegende Holländer, The Flying Dutchman, from director François Girard, with Yevgeny Nikitin in the title role and Anya Kampa as Senta. The Flying Dutchman is considered to be Wagner's first great opera, a ghost story of a cursed captain who sails the seas in search of salvation. Here are some excerpts from yesterday's final dress rehearsal.
Tägchen nichts vergehen, in nichts vergehen.
Böse Wind und Sturmeswut und Seglen wollt einst ein Kap. Flucht und schwor mit tollem Mut. In Ewigkeit lass ich nicht an. Hui, und so mein Herz, hui, hui. Hui, ja, wie mein Blut, hui, hui, hui. Und wenn dann sie den unter das Meer und Rast und Ruhe.
Yevgeny Nikitin and Anya Kampa are with me now. Hello.
Hello.
Your final dress rehearsal was yesterday.
Yes.
How are you feeling about Monday's opening?
We are still tired and trying to recover till Monday.
Still tired
bet
and
you are.
exciting.
Excited, I'm sure you are.
So much.
Anya, the director François Girard's way into the opera is through your obsession with the Dutchman's portrait. How does that affect your portrayal?
I mean, he has a very traditional vision of Senta because she's supposed to save him.
Correct.
Just her only target in her life is to save this man.
And Yevgeny, although you've sung some major Wagner roles in this stage, like the evil Klingsorn, Parsifal, awash in a sea of blood, what is it like to sing Dutchman for the first time at the Met?
First, it's a very big responsibility, and it's my first title role on the stage, so I think it will be my Met debut.
That's fantastic.
After almost 15 years of cooperation.
Yeah, and
Next step.
Yeah, and as we already mentioned, this is your debut as Senta, and I'm sure you're very, very excited about that. Santa sacrifices herself to break the Dutchman's curse. What do you make of her character?
I mean, I have done so many productions. It's my 11th production of Flying Dutchman.
Oh my goodness.
So I have in my mind very different versions of her character. And that's what I mean. This is a little bit traditional what we are doing here because I did so many different kinds of productions with Konvitschny in Munich and Homoki in Zurich and London and a lot of very important theaters in Europe. And but I think it's a good approach for the American audience.
And Yevgeny, what is musically most rewarding for you, and also for you, Anya, in this opera?
I want to bring the character of Dutchman from traditional aggressivity and arrogance to the lyric field, to play more weak, lost, and very unhappy person. That's my vision of this character.
A softer side, perhaps.
Not aggressive and not dramatic, in a lyric way. It's something new, I think.
Anya?
My character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to stand in this version of a traditional.
Yeah.
But you can't cut away everything you did in the past.
No, of
So
course.
maybe something will
come to you.
Yeah. I try in little gestures, and you can't deny everything you did before. So
No.
I will.
And something happens in the moment all the time, right?
Exactly.
You
It's
know.
never exactly the same what you're doing.
No. It'd be boring if it was, right?
Yeah, really.
Well, we are really looking to this forward to this production.
Yeah.
Toy to both of
Well,
you
thank
for
you.
the opening on Monday and for the upcoming
you.
HD transmission. And thank you for coming in to
Super.
speak with me today.
Thank you very
Thank you very
care.
much, Debbie.
The Flying Dutchman will be seen live in movie theaters on March 14th. It's a continuous one-act rush of drama that grabs you from the opening notes and doesn't let you go. But as thrilling as The Dutchman promises to be in cinemas, it will be even more powerful in the Opera House. Nothing compares to live opera, so please come visit the Met or visit your local opera company. Whether it's a stirring ghost story like The Flying Dutchman or a timely comedy like Agripinna, the Met is committed to producing a wide range of operatic styles and making these productions accessible to a global audience. Thanks to the generous support of opera lovers like you, the Met is able to present productions of the highest artistic level live from the Met stage in more than 70 countries around the world. If you enjoy watching Met performances at your local movie theater, please consider joining the Met as a member today. In fact, for a limited time, new and increased contributions will be matched by a Met board member, doubling the impact of your gift. Call us now at 1-800-MET-OPERA or visit us at metopera.org/membership to join or make a contribution. After the March 14th transmission of The Flying Dutchman, there are just 2 more live in HD presentations left this season, starring 2 of our greatest divas. Anna Netrebko sings the title role of Puccini's Tosca on April 11th, and Diana Damrau is Mary, Queen of Scots, when Donizetti's Maria Stuarda is transmitted on May 9th. The opera world recently lost a legendary soprano when the great Mirella Freni died a few weeks ago. Ms. Freni was a remarkable artist whose 4-decade Met career featured nearly 150 performances, starting with her debut as Mimi in La Bohème in 1965. In 1991, she helped open the Met season in a special gala.
And now that exquisite artist who celebrated her own silver anniversary at the Met just this spring. Tonight she will sing Adriana Lecouvrer's beautiful Io son l'umile ancella, Mirella Freni.
Oh,
I saw Miss Frani in a number of Met performances, and I will never forget her exquisite artistry. The Met mourns the loss of this incomparable artist. I'm joined now by the new generation of wonderful singers, Kate Lindsay Arnerone and Matthew Rose, who sings Claudio. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You are so compelling in these roles. Kate, how do you manage such a transformation from lovely young mezzo-soprano to young male sociopath?
Sociopath.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, I didn't write the question. All right, so
I don't know.
it's not on me, but it's a good one. So
You know what? My iPhone doesn't even recognize me right now.
I'll bet.
I can't even open it up when
You
I
gotta
look
put
at
that
it.
password in
Yeah,
there.
exactly. No, it's really fun, and I love the physicality of it. I love the posture of this guy, and in a way, it's sort of fun to play to your dark side sometimes. And
Yeah.
we all have it.
Yeah.
And we're lucky enough to explore it on the stage.
you're kind of doing it right now, you know. Matthew, movie theater audiences have seen you recently in dramas like Norma and La Boheme, but we are not used to seeing such comedic chops from you.
Chops.
Yeah, chops. How did you develop your comic timing?
Well, as a child, I used to, in the UK, we have these films called the carry-on films, which were sort of made through the 60s and 70s. And I had this amazing fascination with these films, and I would sit there like studying the comedy and never laughing. And my parents were always worried why I was sitting there watching these films all the time. But I don't know, it's something that I've been very fortunate to do a lot of. I mean, most of the things I do, I guess, are comic roles or have an element of comicness to them. And it's you know, it's not about being silly, it's about being very serious about doing silly things. I think it's kind of the way one has to think about it.
Well, you should probably do more of it.
We're just about to. Yeah.
Very good. We will stay tuned. Kate, people have been raving about your incredible physical performance, especially in what's coming up in the next half, when you have a particularly aerobic aria. How do you sing handles very tricky music while managing all the hijinks?
I go to the gym.
I'll
As
bet.
soon as I arrived and I found out what I had to do, I started going to the gym and doing a lot of cardio and trying to do exercises that would get my heart rate up.
Oh my
and then
gosh.
figure out how to calm my body down really, really quickly. So, yeah, it's an adventure every time.
Oh my gosh. Well, Kate and Matthew, it's time for the next part to begin. So thanks so much to both of you.
Thank you.
Toi, toi, toi for
Enjoy.
next. At the end of the previous half, the ancient Roman power structure is in disarray, with Agripinna ruthlessly plotting on behalf of her son Nerone. But there will be counterplots and other twists and turns before this opera is done. Here is part 2 of Agripinna.